Hello, loves. Happy Saturday to you all. Hopefully, it's a nice, relaxing, and enjoyable Saturday, beginning an absolutely glorious weekend for everyone. So, the other day, I posted a video about creation, speaking metaphysically regarding creation on the external and internal. And I wanted to say a few more words about that after having had a day the other day, yesterday actually, that was a little bit of a doubty day for me. And then having an absolutely inspiring conversation with with a very dear goddess sister of mine regarding politics and the feelings of desperation for people to wake up and take notice and recognize what's going on. And I found they were both very much tied in together, both with one another as well as with what I had spoken to regarding the metaphysics of creation. So, therefore, given the inspiration to share or the request. So here we go. Doubting and desperation are pretty much on par. When we allow ourselves to go into a place of what I like to call depressed levels of happiness, whether they are anger or sadness and all things in between, there's a sense of desperation, if you will, for things to be good because we're feeling that they're not. And it's similar to doubt, right? Same. If I was having a doubty day, there's a part of me that's feeling desperate for change, desperate for things to show themselves, desperate to see that which I'm not seeing, so that I don't have to be so reliant upon trusting in the unseen because it's physically manifesting. But that's exactly what it is that we are being asked to do in this era. We, the generation of emotional maturity, of consciousness ascension, authenticity. But let's put aside all of the spiritual words and look at this from a perspective that one can use the terminology from common sense, if you will. As I had mentioned in the video previously with respect to creation, all things that we see out in the physical happen in the non-physical, the heart and mind connection, what we're thinking, what we're feeling. These things affect the motivation to take action, which ultimately will physically manifest something. So in our common everyday language, if we're going to take, for example, the desperation for people to awaken, and if we just look at that feeling of desperation, what it does to someone, it causes your heart rate to increase. It blocks your mind from being open to receive alternate perspectives of reality, solutions, potential inspiration for pathways that can be taken to address what the ultimate desire that is allowing for the desperation to be felt at all, which is that, in this case, for example, wanting our human family globally to mobilize in peace and love, because it's really important that we stand together globally in peace and love. There will be enormous amounts of temptation for us to not stand in peace and love and to fall prey to the temptations that are going to be thrown at us, because that is what is wanted. It will cause us to lose our focus. It will cause us to lose our ability to think calmly and clearly. It will cause us to not be able to take the positive actions forward that we are wanting to take in order to physically manifest the world that we are seeking to create, because we will have become so irate and overtaken by the feelings of desperation and anger and resentment and frustration and so on and so forth that will be thrown at us through actions that others will be taking on purpose to get us to that place where we become even that much more imprisoned and victims. And all it has taken is for somebody to play with our thoughts and feelings. So if we can understand how vitally important it is, the means by which we choose to use our minds and what we do with them, how we consciously choose to perceive, receive, and respond to life, to any and every situation, has a snowball effect on what actually becomes manifest. If we are wanting, for example, which we all are, to be able to take advantage of the opportunities that are being presented to us in this now, this current political, global state that we are in, we need to keep ourselves centered in divine, delicate balance through the consciousness paradigm of love, which is not a consciousness paradigm that says lay down and let somebody walk all over you. It says take action, but it says to take the action with conscious responsibility. Be conscious of your ability to choose how you shall respond, and respond in the manner that is truly beneficial to all, which is not falling prey to the fear consciousness paradigm that will be thrown at us left, right, and center of desperation, of doubt, of fear, of falling apart because we are so that we are then at the mercy of those who have not, because they've got their, excuse my language, shit together. They're staying calm and centered and focused, and they can think quite clearly about which steps they're going to take next. And as a result, what becomes physically manifest will be of their direction as opposed to ours. So again, from the personal level to the global, creation begins within. And it is vital that we do our utmost to embrace a consciousness paradigm of love. Namaste, love. And think not it to be a weak paradigm or a wishy-washy one that you can mushy-gushy. It's strong, it's powerful, and its effects are incredible. And we are 8 billion strong. And we only need 3.5% of us to actually affect the change that we want to be. And all that 3.5% has to do is remain chill, but remain focused and directed with our actions and our energy towards maintaining love, towards creating love, towards being the human family globally that we are. We can do this. We each have the ability in our own personal lives and globally as the community, the human family that we are. So here is to all of we, creating physically manifest the lives that we have all been wishing to be, in expediency, in ease, in grace, in beauty, and of course always love's embrace. Blessedly be, sweet angels. In Lakesha Lakin, namaste. I'll see you soon.